Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Infinity Tarot and Dowsing. I know I've been doing a lot of political stuff. It's just that it's been interesting me, and I told myself this year I'm just going to do readings on what interests me. So that doesn't mean I'm just going to be doing political readings. I'm going to be doing love readings too, and celebrity readings. Whatever interests me, I'll share with you, and hopefully you'll like it. Recently, some Peruvian shamans made a prophecy, and apparently these shamans' prophecies have in the past come true. So a lot of people are interested in what they have to say, and they made a prophecy that Donald Trump will fall seriously ill in 2026, and America needs to prepare for that. So my question to the cards is, if that prophecy is true, I have 3 questions for the cards. If that prophecy is true, will Donald Trump survive the Peruvian shaman's prophecy that he will fall seriously ill in 2026? Will he survive this illness? That's my question. So let's get started with the first question. I'm using the Deviant Moon Tarot and the Sibilla Divina Oracle. So hopefully you can see, hold on, let me see if I can go down just a little bit more. So first we have the Queen of Wands, clarified by the Surprise Reverse, the Ten of Swords, clarified by the Widow, and the Hermit, clarified by the Enemy. So to answer the question, will Donald Trump survive the shaman's prophecy that he will fall seriously ill? We have the Queen of Wands, clarified by the Surprise. As you can see, she looks like a shaman. I feel like the Queen of Wands here is representing the shaman's prophecy, and it comes in a shocking way, in a way that shocks people with the Surprise reversed. It will shock people in a bad way when the prophecy comes true. Something will suddenly happen to Trump. And it will catch people off guard and immediately will change the whole situation. So the Queen of Wands here represents destiny, the prophecy, and Trump's karma. Something larger is stepping in. There's a force acting upon him suddenly and shocking people in a bad way and causing an immediate change to the power structure, okay? So Trump is hit with something unexpected and destabilizing. It's not going to be mild. It's not going to be a scare. It's something that will totally remove him from momentum and control. Ten of Swords. The Widow. Normally I would say this looks like his death, right? And death card, Ten of Swords can be a death card. And the Widow next to it would confirm that. But I can't say that for sure. It's a possibility. The energy is here. But what I'm reading is, it's more of a total shutdown that happens to Trump. His body goes into shutdown. He'll be pinned from every side. He's paralyzed, incapacitated, unable to move. And the Widow clarifies that there will be loss, big loss. For some. I mean, I'll be dancing. But for some, there'll be a big loss, and they'll have grief about the finality that's come to form. And that's what America needs to prepare itself for. The end of Trump. The end of Trump. So together, These two cards say that his role as an active leader will finally come to an end through physical incapacity or through permanent withdrawal. He will not recover from this reverse surprise, my friends. He will not recover. It will be his utter downfall. Now with the Hermit and the Enemy, this is his removal from public life. This is total retreat. His worst fear come true is finally catching up to him. I referred back to the Queen of Wands. I said this was his karma, right? This was his destiny. This was a force acting upon him. So yeah, this is his consequences, his karma catching up to him. And it's the only justice we're going to get. Trump will survive, I feel, but not with a sense of power or visibility or authority. Instead, he will go into withdrawal. He will disappear from center stage. He doesn't return to power. He doesn't recover meaningfully from his illness. This illness will effectively end his public leadership role, and the only justice we're going to get is the man who had to control everything and everyone now can't even wipe his own ass. Question number 2. What effect will Trump's illness have on the U.S. government or the administration's ability to function? We got the Ten of Wands clarified by chattering, the Nine of Swords clarified by impediment. So the first card we see is the Ten of Wands. Right away, this tells me that the system is under extreme pressure and strain. Too many responsibilities falling at once. Everyone's carrying something and nobody feels like they're actually in charge. The chatterers clarify why. Everyone is talking. Everyone is leaking. Everyone is whispering. There's gossip. There's panic. Right? There's people saying things they shouldn't be saying. Information is getting out before decisions are made, and this is creating chaos. So instead of leadership, we're going to get a lot of noise. Then we have the Nine of Swords and impediment. This is the fear and the anxiety. This is people not sleeping. This is the leaders stressed out, second-guessing themselves. And impediment says this fear blocks movement. So things don't move forward, decisions get stalled, and plans get delayed. So yes, the government is technically running things, but it's shaky, it's reactive, it's tense, it's under heavy strain. Everyone's on edge. Because Trump being removed like this creates a vacuum, and nobody trusts the process that follows. This isn't going to be smooth. This isn't going to be calm. It's going to be stressful, and it's going to be messy. And final question number 3. Will J.D. Vance be temporarily elevated or take on a dominant leadership role during this time? Now, I got the Hangman, clarified by a blonde woman. This could be a literal woman, or it could be energy around him. And we got the Knight of Wands and waiting. Both of these cards indicate waiting. But this card indicates action. I do feel like JD is next in line. He's in the position to hold the power, but he's suspended. He's not free to act. He doesn't have full control. And there may be some interference, could be from a blonde woman or someone else influencing things, complicating his rise. This could be internal party politics, the public perception, or someone behind the scenes pulling strings. Either way, he's held back somehow. Then we have the Knight of Wands and waiting. So there's ambition here. There's movement trying to happen. He wants to step forward. He wants to act. But waiting stops it. Timing is off, or the moment isn't right. There may be some kind of resistance. So I do feel he will step into the role temporarily, but he doesn't get to fully take the reins. He's being watched, he's being tested, he's being slowed down. So no, it's not a clean handoff of power to J.D. Vance. It's not clean. So putting this all together, this reading isn't about a smooth transition. It's about removal. Trump is taken out of power through an illness. If the prophecy comes true, the illness will take him out of power. And the government will struggle under the weight of that loss. And the person who's supposed to step in won't get full control right away. There's a gap or a pause or a power vacuum. And that's what I see. So if you enjoyed this reading and you'd like more, please offer your suggestions in the comment section. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed, and thank you to all my subscribers. I really appreciate you. It helps the channel grow. Please hit the notification bell and hype the video if you can. Sometimes I can't hype, sometimes I can hype, so I don't really understand how that works. But it helps us get seen by the algorithm and promotes our videos further. So I would appreciate it if you could hype that you would do that. Also, please check out my Etsy store for pendulum protocols, mystic art, and hypnotic scripts that can help you to improve your life. The name of my store at Etsy is Wingseer, Wingseer. So thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you soon. Bye.